Thank you for joining Yoga with Vivian. Looking forward to a great session today. We're going to start with some cardio. Let's get warm. So we're going to take our feet hip width apart. Let's bring our hands on our waist. Bring a nice 3-part breath in through the abdomen, up into the chest, up into the throat, and exhaling. Beautiful breath. Helps focus our thoughts and our breathing, getting into a nice rhythm. Let's do one more. And exhaling all the way to the bottom. Let's tuck the tailbone underneath so we're engaging the pelvis. And then our pelvic tilt, so we're taking the buttocks out and then tucking underneath. I'll move off to the side, we're out and we're in. You can feel as your fingers are on your waist, the difference through the your abdominal core as you tip that pelvic bone in and out. This is pelvic floor. Now let's do 3 more. Good for the low back as well. And 2 more. And last one. And coming back nice and straight. Feet are still hip width apart. We're going to add in the arms. We're inhaling up, exhaling down. Knees are soft. Inhaling up and down. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. And as we end, keep the hands up nice and high and leaning over to the right for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and center and over to the left for 5 and 4. Opening up the underarm, we're adding distance between the bottom of the ribs and that hip bone for 2 and 1. And back to center, bring the hands down to the side, rolling the shoulders back, and we're rolling them up to the ears and behind. A nice little shoulder roll for 3 and 2 and 1, and then straight up and down, up and down. Regular rhythmic breathing, and 2 and 1, and then rolling them forward so you can feel that pectoral muscle actually squeezing through the front of your body. This is good for definition through our cleavage. We're also stretching out those nice shoulder blades. And 2 more. And last one. Going to do some nice power legs. So we're going to take our feet fairly wide. Our toes are pointing out. We are bending with the right knee. Hands are together. And then we're up to the left and down. Hands come onto the thigh, right above the knee. And push off with that right leg. And point the toe. And power up. And push. What we really want to do is engage the thigh and the hip and get the cardio going. And reach across the body. Let's encourage the obliques to become involved. And we're getting our heart rate up, getting nice and warm. Let's do 3 more, reaching with those hands. And 2 more. And last one. And coming back, move right into our standing straddle. Take the feet a little bit wider. Hands coming onto the mat. And we're going to let the heart rate come down a little bit and then bring it back up for the next side. Really work on the metabolism when we're up and down with the heart rate. So standing straddle, opening up the low back. Hands are on the mat for stability. If you're feeling a little lightheaded or warm, lift those arms nice and high and keep the head above the heart. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Walk the feet in. They're hip width apart. Soften the knees. Come all the way up. Reach with the hands. Let's move into a back extension. Gazes up to the ceiling. 4, 5. Bring the abdomen in. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Straighten the body and bring the hands down the side. Roll the shoulders back. Make sure you feel nice and square. Heart rate should be down a little bit. Let's bend on the left leg, and we're powering off over to the right side of the body. And reach. Open up the obliques. Power with that leg. Point the toe. I find that really helps with the power. Pushing off, feeling all the strength we've been developing throughout our exercise. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. And coming down and back to standing straddle. So all the way down, bring the head. So you're looking between your knees. Again, you always have that option of having a flat back. Opening up the low back. We're stretching up the hamstrings up into the groin. And breathing for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And come to a flat back. And then we're going to walk our hands over to the right side of our body and add in a little fold over to the right. Really stretch out that hamstring and the groin through the right side for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring the head up and walk over to the other side. And fold into the leg. Just a little bit of a different way of doing it. You can feel the difference through the hamstring. For 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And back to center. And bend the right knee all the way over onto the ball of the foot, and take that left heel so the toe is pointing to the ceiling. All 5, shoulders are away from the ears, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And coming back up, and again, just use your hands, guide yourself over onto the ball of the left foot. Right toe up to the ceiling, that heel on the floor for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And hips are up, back to the center. Walk the feet in, hip width apart, soften the knees, coming all the way up. Reach up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale to chair. The weight of your hips on your heels, feet are forward. We are lengthwise on the mat. Bring the abdomen in, beautiful posture. For 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And standing up, bringing the hands down the side in perfect mountain pose. We are going to come down onto our mat now, and we're going to come down with a nice squat and do some floor exercise. So take your feet wide on your mat. Keep the back straight, focusing through the hips. And coming down, you're going to lift your heels as you get your hips down, closer to the floor, and then shift your weight behind and lift up those toes. So hands are on the shins, our toes are up, our heels are on the ground. For 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And we're going to come to cross-legged. So relax the body, bring the hands onto the mat. The hips can come down, move into cross-legged. Take a nice inhale. Make sure you're nice and square on the mat. For 3, and 2, and 1. Put our hands on the mat. We're going to come up onto our knees and move into tabletop. Hands are on the mat, feet are flat. Knees are hip width apart, and cat-cow. We're cat and cow. Exhale for cat and inhaling for cow. Beautiful cat-cow, really opening up the ribs, the abdomen, the low back. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. And coming to child's pose. Pop those feet together, bring the weight of your hips onto your feet, and walk the arms out nice and long in front of the body. We're onto our forehead. We're going to be coming back up to cat-cow. Right now we are resting in child's pose, and we want to do that to make sure our wrists are feeling nice and relaxed. So flip your hand so the back of your hand is on the mat, and make a little fist, and hold for 5, hold for 4, hold for 3, and 2, and 1. Coming back up to this tabletop position. We are going to move into sunbird. Time to get our cardio back up. So bring the knees a little bit closer together for balance. We extend the left leg. We are reaching with the right. On the exhale, we are bringing the knee to the elbow, tucking the head in. Inhale, bring your face all the way up. Open up the front of the body. Inhaling, open. Exhaling, small. Reach with that hand. Reach with that foot. This is sunbird, offering great range of motion through the spine. Also getting the heart rate up. Bring the abdomen in and reaching. Work with your breath. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one, and hold in position. Take an inhale, relax the pelvic floor. Engage the pelvic floor and hold for 5, exhaling for 4. Exhale for 3. Exhale, pelvic floor is engaged for 2. And hold it for 1, and down. Moving on to the other side. So we'll work through the flow and then doing pelvic floor hold at the end. Exhaling as we make our body small. Inhaling out. Reach with that hand, lengthening with that leg. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. Get into position. Inhale, relax the pelvic floor. Engage the pelvic floor. If it was an elevator, it's on the first floor. And hold for 5. Hold for 4. We've moved to the second floor of the elevator. Hold the pelvic floor for 3, and hold it, and exhale for 2, and 1, and child's pose. Weight of our hips on our feet. Arms are nicely extended. That's the heart rate will come down. Resting our wrists for 3, and 2, and 1. And we're going to come up for down dog. Hands are wide. Flip onto the balls of our feet. And hips come up. And pop those feet so that they're flat if you can. Again, you can take your gaze up through your hands so that your head isn't too low. If you find inverted a struggle, another option, look between the knees, between the thighs, up into the abdomen. We're nice and tall and strong, and holding for 5, and holding for 4, and holding for 3. For our last 3 count, nice, quick little Kegel exercises. Make sure you are relaxing. And holding for 3 quick little pulses, and 2, and 1. And we're going to move into ragdoll. Soften the knees. Take the gaze between the hands, thumb is nice and high, and then step in to ragdoll, hands on the elbows, pop up those hips, and allow the upper body to relax. Move those elbows in a nice figure 8. And what this does is, I'm sure you can feel through the hip, engaging from side to side. Also good for coordination. For 3, and 2, and 1. Release the hands. Bring both hands onto the knees, or onto the feet, sorry. We're going to bend the knees so our back is nice and flat, and we're going to add in a little twist. So bring this left hand onto the right foot, and then take the right arm high, and then turn your gaze up to the ceiling with that flat back. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and down, and to the other side. We're actually really working our glutes here as well. And don't be afraid to give them a little bit of a squeeze. Right hand, left foot, left hand nice and high. Squeeze those buttocks. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and back. Soften the knees, straighten them up, bring your hands on your low back, bring those arms nice and high, and forward fold. So knees are soft, legs are straight, hands are above the head. Stretching out the underarm area, pectoral muscles for 3, and 2, and 1, releasing the hands, softening the knees, coming to standing position, hands to heart. Tuck the tailbone underneath, put some pressure on the palms. Biceps and triceps are engaged. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Release the hips, back extension, reaching up to the sky. Take your gaze, open up your body. 4, 5, lift those kneecaps, engaging the thighs, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and swan dive, forward fold. Take your time. Nose to the knees for 3, and 2, and 1, and flat back. Hands on the shins for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and we're going to move to lunge. Soften the knees, hands on the mat, left foot back. The right foot is flat. We're on the ball of the left foot. We're in a low lunge. Bring the abdomen in. Be aware of your buttocks and your pelvic floor, and breathing. For 3, and 2, and 1. Bring both hands between the foot. Walk this right foot over to the edge of your mat, and then roll the foot over. Open up that hip. We're going to be doing a pigeon later, so we'll be doing some more hip. Let's encourage the hips now. While we are standing or in the front position, we'll be doing it on our back later. And breathing for 3, and 2, and 1, and walk the foot back. So hands are on each side. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And we're going to switch to the other side for lunge right away. So hips come up, stand in. Excellent. And this time left foot is flat. We're on the ball of the right foot. Be aware of your buttocks. Give them a little squeeze. Pelvic floor is engaged. Exhaling, feeling that strength through the hip, keeping that leg nice and tall. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Both hands on the inside of the left foot to the edge of the mat, and then allow that left foot to roll out. So we're on the edge of the foot. The bottom of the foot is not making contact with the mat at all. And really open that hip up. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and walk the foot back, making yourself nice and square. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. We're going to come back to our cat-cow position. So hips are up, bring the knee down. So feet are hip width apart and hands are underneath the shoulders. We're going to shift our weight forward and then all the way back. So we are forward, bringing the hips and the thighs almost to the mat, and then back. This is a cat-cow flow, I call it, and it's great for the low back if your hips are a little bit stiff. Adding to some flexibility. And my hip have a little crack there. Also, we're working our upper body. We're sneaking in some push-ups and planks. Let's do 3 more. And 2 more. And as we come back up for our last one, let's actually move to plank. So we come up onto the balls of the feet. As we came forward, we are now in plank. Hands are below the shoulders. We're on the balls of our feet. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and drop to the knees. We're going to do crocodile on the knees. So feet are flat, we're on our knees, bend the elbows, and we're hovering above the floor. 4, 5, and 4, and elbows are quite wide, and 3, and 2, and 1, and then come down in 3 to cobra. 4, 3, and 2, and 1, and up. So we are on our on the floor. We're in cobra. Toes are pointed, knees are wide, legs are wide, elbows are in. 4, 3, and 2, and 1, and come back to crocodile. Come up onto the knees, bend the elbows, hovering above the floor. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Come down for 3 to cobra, and 3, and 2, and 1. Nice definition through those arms. Nice to be strong for the summer if you like to golf, swim. And we're in cobra for 3, and 2, and 1. Exhale all the way down. We're going to move into locust. Coming down flat onto the mat. Sweep the arms, nice and long, down your side. Back of your hands are on the mat, and inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. This is locust flow. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. And resting here, we're going to move into a rabbit, but just rest, chin on the floor, back of the hands on the mat for 3, and 2, and 1. Bring the knees together, hands come onto the chest. Move all the way into rabbit. The weight of our hips on our feet. Again, take those arms, sweeping them nice and wide of the body, and round your face onto the knees, and allow the shoulders to relax into the floor and really round out the back. And breathing. for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Tailbone underneath. We're moving into camel. Our hands are out in front. We have 2 options with our feet. They can be flat, they can be up onto the toes. And we sweep the right arm back onto the heel so we keep the body nice and tight. And then up, and then left and up. We're stretching out the quads. We are strengthening our back. Bring the abdomen in. Nice and slow. We don't do this one too fast. It has more of a Pilates feel when we're so purposeful as we come down. And bring our body back up. And we'll do 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. Hands to heart. Knees are hip width apart. Some pressure on the palms. For 3, and 2, and 1. Dropping our hips onto our feet. We're going to come over to staff position, just rolling over onto those hips. Taking the feet out in front. We're lengthwise on our mat here. Hands are just behind the hips. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, gazes forward and relax. For 3, and 2, and 1. And we're going to come onto our back. Nice controlled roll. Bring your hands onto your shins. Lift the feet up. Rolling onto the back. We will be staying on the mat on our back now. And then pop your hands onto the back of your thighs and pull them into your chest wall. Opening up the groin. Stretching out the quads. For 3, and 2, and 1. Right foot is flat on the floor. Bring the left foot onto the right knee. Hands are on the back of our head. We're going to do some crunches and then move into reverse pigeon. So our first crunch is right elbow, left knee, and we're up and down. And breathing. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. And down. And now left elbow, left knee. So we're off to the side, left side of the body. And we're around. And adding to the abdominal core, taking the crunch down a layer. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one, and down. And then we move into pigeon. So pop that right foot up, bring both hands behind the thigh, right side. Head and shoulders are relaxed on the mat, and pull this right knee into the body and use your left elbow to push your left knee out. And we are in reverse pigeon. Both feet pointing to the ceiling. This is your own stretch. You can pull in as gentle or as close as you want. You know how tight your hips are. You know what your threshold is here. and breathing. Use the exhale to release the tension for 5, adding that flexibility for a beautiful forward fold. You're gonna get your nose to your knees in no time. And 4, and 3, and 2. Heart rate is coming down. And 1. And releasing. And moving on to the crunches on the other side, and then pigeon on the other side. So left foot is flat, right foot on the left knee, hands are on the back of the head. We work across the body to start, left to right, and crunching up. And 3 more. We're getting so proficient at these that I can really take our counting up to the next level. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. And then over to the other side. This is a little crunch. The right side of the body, you can feel that little pinch through that through your waist. Think about how nice your waist is going to look, fitting into your summer shorts, into your bathing suits. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. And then on to pigeon, onto the other side. Hands are on the back of the left thigh, opening up that right knee. Toes are up toward the ceiling. And of course, we can always do this exercise in the winter. It's good to combat that hibernating that we do. Keep ourselves nice and trim. And here we are with reverse pigeon for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and release. 1 more core abdominal exercise. Hands are flat on the floor. We're going to tap our toes and then bring the knees up to the face. Get the hips and the low back off the mat and down. And just a little gentle motion. Go slow. We don't want momentum to take over and it to be rocking. Again, this has a little bit more of a Pilates movement where we're strengthening. It also makes this area so lean as well. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. And move into corpse, so we are laying down now. Going to lengthen through our legs before we come up for our seated staff pose. So let's bring the left foot flat, the right foot comes above the head. We're going to do a D, uppercase D. Bring the leg all the way around and up. Outside of the body, lengthening up above the head. We're doing an uppercase D. This is great following pigeon as well. Again, slow. And 2 more. And last one, and switching sides. Round the body straight and up. And we'll just be doing the one direction, so whichever direction you're going is perfect. And 3 more. And 2 more. And last one, laying down corpse. We're going to come to our staff position. So we can challenge ourselves here. Come up on your elbows, use your hands, put your hands on your thighs, visualize, and use your strength. Come up. Great, all by yourself. Pop back here out of the sun. My toes are toward the ceiling. I'm going to move into my forward fold. Take my hands down, nice and gentle, and bring that nose down as close as you can to your knees, and your chest is on your thighs. And reaching for 5, and reaching for 4. Bring the face up if you can. So now you've got your chin there. And 3. Take your time. And 2. And 1. And come up nice and slow. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Moving to a nice seated pigeon, butterfly. Feet are together. Roll the shoulders back, away from the ears. Our thumbs are on the inside of our feet, and we can just massage out. I'm prone to getting cramps there. So it is nice to just give it a little massage. And let's do a nice 3-part breath. Excuse me. And exhaling. Take the feet nice and long, right foot over the left knee, adding in a nice little spinal twist over to the right side. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale, and forward, and onto the other side. Inhaling, and over. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale, back to center, and move into cross-legged. Hands are on the inside of our knees, rolling the shoulders back away from the ears, and exhaling. So satisfied. And namaste, ladies. Thank you very much. Great workout, some cardio, some lovely deep stretching, and always good to engage the core and the pelvic floor throughout the session. Thank you very much.